Welcome to Understanding BigQuery Projects, Datasets, and Tables. Before we dive in, just a second about who I am. I'm Manisha Mistry. I'm an instructor at MeasureMarketing.io. What does that mean? It means, first of all, I became a measurement marketer in 2022. I became a certified measurement marketer in 2022. I also work directly with our dedicated measurement management clients. That means I am working day to day with clients on helping them measure their marketing. I also actively support our clients and our members with questions. So when you have good questions, especially BigQuery questions, hit me up because I love those puzzles. Now, with any one of our lessons, our topics, our trainings, remember to grab one thing. Grasp one thing, come back, circle back, and grab another one thing. Don't try to grab everything at once. It's like riding a bike, master one skill and then master the next. Alrighty, let's dive into understanding BigQuery projects, datasets, and tables. Let's start. So what is stored in BigQuery? Well, BigQuery is designed to store data. Just like a Google Sheet, it houses data. Now, the question is, how is that data organized in BigQuery? Think of BigQuery as having a filing system, and that filing system has a hierarchy. The hierarchy in BigQuery is, at the top, we have projects, then datasets, then tables. Let's walk through an example of how this is broken down, okay? So, let's say we have all these Lego pieces, right? Lots of Lego pieces. Let's say each one of these blocks of Lego is data, right? So they're all this data. That's a lot of data, right? Now, let's talk about how would the Lego, or quote-unquote data, be organized in BigQuery. Alrighty, so we have our Lego pile. This is all our data. Let's take all this data and make a beautiful, gorgeous Lego neighborhood. Look at this neighborhood. It has buildings, it has everything. Well, now that it's organized, this is a project. All our data is organized in a project. So our Lego neighborhood is a project, okay? Now, taking this project, this is our project, remember? Now let's talk about this project. It has areas, right? This project has areas. There's this area with office buildings. Think of like a downtown suburb, right? Where you have your office buildings, you have your, buildings where people go to work or your condos and all that kind of stuff. It has this other area, think of this as your suburbs, right? Further out from downtown cores. Many of us who live in the cities, think New York and that kind of stuff. There's the city area and there's the houses area, right? This is your suburbs. Well, think of this downtown core as a data set. It is a section in your project, okay? Think of this suburb area as a data set. It is another section in your project, okay? So what we did is we had our large project, our Lego neighborhood, and we have this area up here, downtown core, as a data set, and we have another data set as our suburbs where people, houses are and that kind of stuff, right? So think of our Lego suburbs as data sets. Now, let's go a little deeper together. Okay, so we talked about data sets, okay? And this was our data set, right? We had little, suburbs, we had houses, everything. Now, let's talk about each little component in the data set. This house, right? Or this other house, right? These are little components in the data set. Well, these little houses, like this one, consider those tables, right? Right? And that table is in the data set, which is in the project, right? Think of this other house, right? This is another table in the data set in the project. So now we have this large project, which is broken into data sets, but each of these little components on here, the cars, the buildings, each one of these little components are tables. These are all tables in our project, in our data sets. So our Lego components are our tables. So breaking it down, we have our project is our Lego neighborhood. Our data set is our Lego suburb areas. Our tables are our Lego components. And finally, our data is the Lego. There you have it. That is the hierarchy of BigQuery. Alrighty, what was your one thing? Was it that in BigQuery there's projects, datasets, and tables? It did take all of us in MeasureMarketing.io some time to kind of get our head around that. So Totally, rewatch this if you need to or when you need to, or go into BigQuery and start playing around with the concept of projects, datasets, and tables. Now, if you liked this workshop, I recommend you hit subscribe. We have lots of great content coming your way, and we always love to hear feedback. Finally, I want to mention our measurement marketing framework. Our framework helps you go from marketing in the blind to marketing where you can reliably grow revenue and profit. The framework when it comes to BigQuery specifically is BigQuery is tied into the build. You use BigQuery to help you measure your results, your traffic, and help you tell a story. Now, to get access to the framework and many other free tools, especially one free tool if you're considering BigQuery, in the toolbox, I'm going to show you in a second, there is a guide, a comprehensive guide that shows you how to link GA4 to BigQuery. This is free in the toolbox. Let me show you where you can find this guide if you are interested in BigQuery. Alrighty, you're going to come and sign up for our toolbox. Once you sign up with the link I'm going to give you in a few minutes, you're going to come into the toolbox and it's going to be the second link in here. When you click on this one right here, it's going to open up in a new window. Just giving it a second to load. Here you go. This guide is not just linking GA4 to BigQuery. It is a comprehensive guide that goes all the way through to setting up your Google Cloud, setting up a billing account, creating a project, managing your billing account, getting your API enabled, and then linking GA4 to BigQuery and validating the link is there. This guide is completely free. So how do you get this guide and many other things? Let me show you. Alrighty, so to get access to that guide and many other free tools that I showed you a few minutes ago, you can learn more about the Measurement Marketing Academy at measure.tips/getacademy. It is our flagship product. In the Academy, one thing that I personally love when I joined the Academy, one feature is Ask Instructor Support. In Ask Instructor Support, you are going to be able to ask me, Julie, Mercer, all of our instructors live questions. So if you want to consider that, head over to measure.tips/getacademy. So there you have it. Understanding BigQuery, projects, datasets, and tables.